Hello and welcome to the first of many Lip Gloss and Ladders interview sessions that I am doing. Welcome, yours truly, Charm City Gabii. And today I have a lovely guest. Guest, introduce yourself.
It's Matt from 119 for the Black Rasslin podcast, 120th, you know what I mean? It's a whole bunch of us. That's it. That's all I got.
That's all
At
you got?
Math Damon. Yeah, that's all I got.
That's
Don't
that.
follow me, none of this shit.
I was gonna say, like, you want to give us your socials? Not you good?
Nah,
That's
don't
real.
follow me.
I can
Nah,
appreciate that.
nah, because it's times where I see people, like, it's all love if I see you, but I'm not friendly.
But see, that's weird because so now we're about to get into some history. We initially connected because I commented on Black Wrestling. I commented on like a Jade comment on where Jade was placed, and I was like, "Hey, I don't agree with this." And me and you had a very friendly dialogue about it, and here we are now, like what, year and a half later. So I don't. It's interesting that you say that you're not friendly
Nah, I'm not. And like I'm not just
because we had a
interaction
really
or like.
genuine banter. Like obviously we good, but
Oh, that's
we and
facts.
you went back and
Oh,
forth a
no.
bit on Jade Cargill and where her ranking was. We did it respectfully though. That's the thing. I was very respectful in my disagreement.
You know why? With that, I just want you. I'm very sensitive about my shit.
I understand.
So when people pop up and have things comments to say about 50, like
Mm-hmm.
these are my kids.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So I
Mm-hmm.
put a lot of work in on here. So if you say, "Yo, I think so and so," and I'm like, "Motherfucker, what?" And then we're gonna go back and forth. I'm cool with that. But in the street, just,
But see, that's the thing,
mm-mm.
right? I would never approach you in the street or at an event and be like, "Hey, so let's talk about the top 50 list." I would literally never do that. So like, that's weird.
That's
People
you.
do that.
That's you. All the time. They'll
That's
run up and
so
say, "Oh,
weird.
yo, they FF they." I'm like, "Yo, please don't do that. Please don't." I do love everybody. I love people that watch the show. I love you for that. But be cautious. 'Cause I'm not. I'm not. I'm not for that shit.
I understand. Again, I was very respectful. I was very nice. And here we, like I said, we and you go back and forth about football and various things. We talk
100%. Nah,
often.
you
Like,
ass. Your picks are ass. Most of the time, your picks are ass.
what do you mean?
Nah,
What
they
pick?
ass.
Is it because I'm a Ravens fan?
Absolutely.
But like,
Nah,
what
you got
makes
to do better.
you a Pittsburgh fan? Like, how did we get here? Because like, you're from
Check
Maryland.
this out. I'm from the 410, live from the 410. So, one, I'm old, right?
Okay.
Let's clear that. Don't fax that. Let's clear this part up. So by the time I was already old by the time the Ravens got here.
Okay.
You dig what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah.
So I already had the team, and once you have a certain age, you can't really be jumping and flipping and bouncing.
Yeah, you gotta kind of
It's just
hold it. You gotta kind of own that shit at some point. That's real.
oh, you on this side. You actually on your real side on here. Because normally when I point this way, I'm pointing it. Never mind. That's a whole nother.
Whole other
But
conversation.
yeah, yes. It's so you're already old enough to know you can't be flipping and bouncing teams.
Hmm.
And then growing up in a household with my grandparents, my grandfather is from right outside of Pittsburgh.
Okay.
He was a Pittsburgh Steelers fan. God bless his soul. That's why.
Okay, that makes more sense.
See what I'm saying?
I
And
get it.
we tend to not like the Browns. Ain't that
That's valid.
it?
That's
Baltimore
real.
Browns.
I understand. So like, I'm from Detroit. So like, I was never a Lions fan. It was never in my blood.
No, you were smart.
I was. I
Shout out
still
to your
am.
homie, your homie from the D. Me and her had it out last week over
Who?
some comments that I made,
Wait a
telling
minute.
her that
Who are we talking about?
I
Okay,
can't
that's an
remember her name.
offline conversation. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about
Okay,
it.
yeah,
Don't
yeah,
even
we
worry
had we
about it.
had a we had a conversation about it when I told her that I hope her team lose. I meant it.
That's real. I understand. I mean, as you should though, because like that's the whole point of being a fan, right? Like we're supposed to go at each other's necks.
I hate everybody but my team.
I mean, but that's how it should be, though, right?
It's a fact. Well, it depends. You know what I mean. Some people don't get caught up. Nah, I'm with it. Lose every game. I hope you lose every game.
And we win them
By
all.
multiple.
I can't be mad at that, honestly.
All right. You already know what it is. You know it's smoke. It's smoke every week.
It's smoke
That's
every
just
week
how
with
it
us, but it's again that's that friendly banter that
is.
we have. But it's smoke every single
Facts.
week. It has to be.
Facts.
But you know, I just
Facts.
want to point out that technically y'all got out the playoffs first last year. We came after y'all, but I just want to point that out, and then we can move on, right? Let's move on. So let's talk about some wrestling.
Okay.
So tell
Say
me,
less.
what drew you to wrestling? Like, how did we get here?
Um, I'm old.
You keep saying that. That cannot be your reason for everything, bro. It can't be. But go
No,
on.
no, no. I gotta preface it with that.
Okay,
You know
I
what I'm
understand.
saying? So
For the youngins, I understand.
Saturday, Saturday mornings, turn on the TVs, being in the house with your cousins.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Everybody jumping on
The
top of each other.
sleepovers. Hmm.
100%. And just watching this thing on television, which was so captivating. You see people ripping out their shirts, no names, running around shaking ropes again, no names. People got spikes on, face paint. Like it was just, you know what I mean? It just sucked me in. Pause, if that's a pause. Um, I just love what I saw, and then when you would see people like Coco Beware,
Hmm.
you know what I mean? You see Coco Beware, you would see. I'm dating myself, but SD Jones. We would see uh, my man that's getting stomped on by the white women now, walked on. Tony Atlas, pardon me. You
Yo,
would
I didn't
see,
know where that was
you
going. I
was,
was like, wait a minute. I got to bring you back in. What are
but
you talking about? All right, go
hey,
on.
I'm
I'm
sorry.
sorry.
But seeing Tony Atlas and you see these people that look like my uncles.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, oh my God. And it just loving to see people get beat up. And then, you know what I'm saying? That's just as a little kid, that was just shit that I love to see. So we started, I don't even remember the question. I'm just rambling.
Good.
But sitting there watching it with my cousins and just loving to see people fighting on TV, the flashy tights and all that shit. It was just something, that I was drawn to.
Did you stick with it? I don't like for myself. I was a wrestling fan when I was younger, and then like I fell out of it for a while, and then I came back. Did you happen to have a similar
Yeah.
experience with that? And when did you
Yeah,
come
of
back?
course. When it wasn't cool. You
Yeah,
know what I
exactly.
mean?
When people start talking about
Time
it,
to
yes. In middle school, I think it was like middle school, elementary school to me, like people are like, not as much.
oh, exactly. Let me age myself again. So
It's
by the
fine. I'm
time I
old
was
too. It's fine. I
no,
look
no, by
young, but
the
I'm
time
old too. I feel you.
I was so by the time maybe like 16, 17, it wasn't cool.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? So like, yeah, that's not the cool thing. Let's go out. Let's play basketball, stuff like that. So life started to get in the way a little bit, and
Hmm.
then I fell out, and I came back. The funny thing is, my cousin, shout out to Ill Fam, from the BRP. My cousin came. He gave me a call one day, and he said, "Yo, do you remember homeboy that?" Because back in the day, Cal from the BRP,
Hmm.
shout out to Cal. He used to have a music website, sort
Hmm.
of like Two Dope Boys. I'm dating myself again, but something like Two Dope Boys, where it's just a blog site and you got posts from artists all over the United States, right?
Hmm.
He used to do that for people on the East Coast, preferably Philly, New Jersey, et cetera, et cetera. But he also had this little piece of his site that was dedicated to pro wrestling.
Okay.
So we all would link from there, and my cousin gave me a call, and he said, "Yo, you want to do a podcast?" First of all, I don't like to talk to people.
Because again, you're
Again,
not
Leslie,
friendly. We talked about
we
this.
at all, not at all. And just like I don't even know what that is. So he's like, "No, we gonna talk. We gonna," and I'm like, "Yeah, I'll do it, just because it's my cousin."
Hmm.
And I got back then. I wasn't even watching wrestling at the time. So the time of our first Black Wrestling recording, which was for the Royal Rumble 6 years ago,
Hmm.
7 years ago, I wasn't watching pro wrestling. So that's when I got back. Right before that recording, because we recorded the Thursday before the Royal Rumble, I want to say.
Mm-hmm.
That Thursday is when I got back into pro wrestling.
Oh, wow. So you literally
Yeah,
got back in it for your fam.
that's it.
And here
That's
we
it.
are, 6 years later.
And here we are 6 years later. I'm arguing online. This is taking over my
With
life.
randoms.
It is crazy with random people. I'm like, fuck you, man, when I see you on the street. This is crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, legit. I don't understand it, but it is what it is. You? How did you get?
How did I get into wrestling? So,
Yeah, how did you get back?
how did I get back into wrestling?
'Cause you
So,
fell out, obviously.
yes, I fell back out. What got me honestly back in, Sasha Banks. I ended up seeing a Sasha Banks and Charlotte match, and I was like, oh, I'm sold. Like, tell me
She
more
looks
about
like
this
me.
little girl. About, no, she had to, she's little. Tell me more about Sasha. Like, I need to know where she's from, everything about her. And I've been sold on Sasha ever since.
Ever since.
Ever since. But, like, see, now we're about to get in a whole other tangent, but it's fine. We got time.
Oh, go ahead, run it.
We got
Run
time. That's what we here for. This is my shit. So we gonna talk my shit. Sasha and Mercedes are two different people, in my opinion, are two
No,
different
go
wrestlers.
ahead. No, go ahead. I want to
They're
hear.
very much two different wrestlers. And I was talking about this with somebody like earlier in the week. I genuinely miss like Sasha. Like
Yeah.
you can now see how much WWE protected her and like that machine that they have to make you look good no matter what. In her worst match, she still looked fire. In her worst
Done.
promo, she still sounded fire. Whereas
That's a fact.
AEW, I don't feel like they have like the mesh and the production to still make things work when they go left. So like that is my disappointment with Sasha, right? Or Mercedes right now is that I feel like she's not her. She's like a rendition of her. And I miss that old Sasha. Like I miss
Production.
yes, and I think that's part of it. Like we all can talk about AEW's shortcomings, and I think their biggest shortcoming, honestly, is production. And that's
That's more.
overall. Like let's look at Ricochet, for instance. Why did Ricochet and Ospreay have that awkward banter over the weekend? You could have had Ricochet come out at the end of the match and just stare somebody down, catch him in the hallway, stare him down. You could have like built Ricochet better. We all know that man can't talk, so why you got him talking? Why do you have
Yeah, I
Mercedes
agree.
Moné cutting promos every single week when it's not her thing? Like put her in the ring and make her like a beast. She can beast in the ring. That's how you should be shining your stars. Like what is happening backstage that is like truly it's mind-boggling to me. But
You took my portion of the show to get us canceled. You took up to get us canceled. You are 1,000% correct, and I think one of the issues that I have, or that I think one of the issues is too much freedom.
100. It's
And
like back when WCW and TNA and back when Kevin Nash and them was booking each other back in the day. Like, what are y'all like? What is happening? It
ego.
reminds me of that period where everybody was booking everybody in WCW. When Hawk had sorry, I didn't mean to say his name. When he had the pencil and he was doing what he wanted to do, and Kevin Nash was running around, and they had the. It reminds me of that. There's way too much freedom, and it's just like you gotta. Tony Khan has become everything that he says he hated about Vince.
Facts. That's a fact. That's a fact. You gotta keep them here.
100%.
Like, yeah, it's cool. It's cool to for them to do X, Y, and Z and get all of this off. But now we gotta rein some of this shit in. It's too much.
It's too
And
much.
yeah.
And like also they just have like silly production issues. Like with stunts not going off, why are you showing me Jericho hitting on the crash pad? Like little things like that also really annoy me because again, that's a camera cut.
It's a fact.
Why are you showing that to me? Why am I seeing Jericho on a crash pad? Why am I seeing these like silly little things that I feel like in year whatever they're in right now, is it 3 or 4? I don't know.
Yeah.
Why are you still having these issues years later? Like I expect this like in year 1 and year 2, and I let you rock in year 1 and year 2. But like
And
now
let you,
we're in
yeah.
year 3 and 4. Like we need to have a conversation.
It's a fact. I feel like it's they're catering to to that niche crowd and just saying fuck it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? This is us,
Yes.
and we're gonna keep it with us. They're gonna love us regardless. But that small pocket of people is gonna have you ass out.
But like, look at their numbers. Those small pocketed people also aren't the ones putting seats in asses in seats,
It's a,
right? So like, look
it's
at
a
your
fact.
like when they were here in Baltimore. I want to say last spring, yo, like, how do you not sell out Baltimore Arena?
You can't.
How do you not? And it's crazy because like
Can't.
the hard camera, like, what are y'all like? I don't understand. Like the silly mistakes are going to haunt them in the long run. And you want to add another show? To my understanding, I was reading they want to add another. Like, nobody watches Rampage. I haven't watched Collision probably since Punk
Let
left. Let's be honest on that.
me
Like,
turn this. I'm turning all the black wrestling stuff around, so it's not. So when they come,
they could come for me. I will take all the smoke all day. I will stand 10 toes on my
this is
opinion.
not.
This is my
Let me take
rant.
my name off of this shit. Let me take my name. How can I block? Let
It's
me
fine. I
change
won't
this.
put it up there. It's good. I got it. I handle that post. I got you. Halfway through when I go on my
Thank you.
rant, I'll just like block you out and like give you like
Thank you.
fur
I
on your
appreciate
face. You know, I got you.
protection.
I'll put the black
God
around you
bless.
so no one can. I got you.
I
But
love you
like
for it.
that's just my random rant on AEW, and I don't even know how we got here, but here we are.
You had to get it off your chest.
I did.
You
I
wanted to
did.
know how. I wanted to know how you got back into pro wrestling. You said Mercedes, and then
It just went into a rabbit
bye
hole. Just here we are.
bye bye.
Yeah. I had a whole rundown for us to talk about, but it's out the window at this point. So
That's
we need
all
to go
good.
kick it for the
No, it's
next
cool.
couple minutes. It's fine. It's fine.
It's cool. No, it's cool. You know, I'm still upset about those Agassiz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
it's sitting on my chest. It's sitting on my chest. It's like here. So every day I've checked Go.
To see if
Right?
someone's got your size.
Yeah, my size. I don't want to pay that.
I was gonna say the tax though, like, so those would come
No,
in
it's
my size.
nasty.
I have small feet, so like I never even thought to
That's
jump into that
ass.
because I just they're not in kid sizes, so I was
It's
naturally asked
ass.
out.
That's a fact. That's a fact. But a lot of time they will redrop later. Well,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily the Agassiz, but they would drop late at a later date in all sizes. But I've been on the lookout for the last just checking random boutique shops, random
The
shops
low key
overseas.
spots. Yep.
100%. That's not low key anymore.
Man,
Just to see
R.I.P. to the low key
if
spots.
some stock has come in and nothing. I cannot do. And the thing about this is, if you don't know, people that are watching the AirTech Challenge too,
Yes.
um,
Sorry.
I have pairs from the last two releases that I haven't worn. I don't want to
It's not the
wear
point though.
those.
It's not the point. It's not the point.
I
It's
want to
not.
wear the new
One
ones.
hundred percent.
You know what I'm saying?
I feel
And
you.
I'm missing out, and I'm sad.
So, is that your favorite
I'm
sneaker
ever,
ever?
ever. It's those, and it is Air Max 90. It's a Air Max 90. I think they want to. I want to say they're called Concords, but it's a
Mm-hmm.
pink. It's a pink, like a neon pink, and then it's a dark purple. All white Air Max 90 with the neon pink and the dark purple accents. Dark purple swoosh fire from when I was a kid. Again, God bless. I'm dating myself. But from when I was a kid, like those are my favorites. You know what I'm saying? So I doubled up on those. And now I gotta get these. These are like,
You might
you
have
know
to
what I'm
pay
saying?
that tax though, bro. Like, I know you don't want to. I know you don't.
Nah, I can't do for
How much?
this.
Wait, pause. How much?
Bitches is right now. They are 313.
Oh yeah, nah, you gonna have to wait. I feel you. We're gonna have to hold out on that one.
Ever,
I feel
never.
you.
Not my daughter
Yo,
just need
I
her
don't pay
meal
resale.
plan.
I don't do it.
Ever.
I can say
But
that I've
let
only
me.
paid resale once and then I immediately regretted it. So like I have not done it since. If I don't find a hookup or if I don't hit on sneakers, then I'm not doing it. Like I cannot.
Your feet, your feet this big, so you can't talk about that. Your feet are this big.
Resale is
That's
still a thing.
crazy.
It's still a thing. I did it once and
Not
never
for
never again.
this. Not for this. That had to be something that was like one of. whatever, or some kind of Air Jordan or something.
Were they
What
J's?
was it?
They were J's.
Of course. What number? Don't say 11. I'm just saying. It was either 1 or 11.
So actually, pause. This is a great question I have.
Okay.
Why do wrestlers always wear Jordan ones? Why do you think that
Well,
is?
I'm
Because they're
gonna
not that comfortable to
know
me.
their ass, but
So like,
I'm
why do
gonna
you think every
assume
time you see a wrestler and they like customize them or they're wrestling and they have like their kick pads over it, why do wrestlers wear
yeah,
Jordan ones?
because they're high. I'm gonna
Ankle
assume
support.
because it's ankle support,
Okay,
which,
but they just not
but it's
comfortable.
still an ass. No, they're not. This is why I don't understand it either. I don't get it, but I'm guessing because they're high.
That and
I
Air
don't know.
Forces. Like, why are y'all wrestling in for that? Also, used to blow my mind with that. Cause like first, like I just don't like. They're just not comfortable. Like, ugh.
So now let's reel this back,
Okay,
because the Air
they were a
Jordan
classic.
is like it's like a new, but it's a new thing to some people. You
It
know what I
is.
mean?
That's valid.
It's the Air Force One. The Usos at no point in time have the Usos hidden their hood tendencies.
Oh no, 100%. Like they're a hood classic. I understand. Like I understand the nostalgia behind the Air Force One. I just don't understand why
No,
one would choose to wrestle in a high or a mid. First off, I hate mids. I'm not a mid
I'm
girl,
saying
but like
no, never. You should never be a mid anything. Man,
100%.
woman, child. Throw the mid away. I'm saying the Usos have never hid their hood tendencies. The
No,
Usos are right.
no.
So, with that being said, I can picture them wearing Air Force Ones for a good portion of their life. So their feet are accustomed to hurting anyway. Fuck it, they
They
got
have
bad
to
feet.
because like I don't understand. But you know, here we
Heavy as
are.
hell.
I just it is crazy because I'm about to age myself. My first pair of one lows, I was in the 6th grade, and my parents probably paid like $55 for them,
It was
maybe
55. It was
55.
55. Yeah,
Yeah,
you've aged yourself.
I did. It's fine. It's fine. I'm let's just say I'm closer to 40 than I am 30. You know, it's fine.
It was definitely aged yourself.
Chill on me. But I remember my going to Foot Locker and my parents buying me these shoes, and they was like, "Yo, these are
Mhm.
what you want?" And I was like, "Yes, all the kids have them.
Yeah,
I need them,
yes,
please." And they got them. But yeah, I think I was in the
right.
6th grade, and I remember because like some boys like, "Oh, she got the yes." My parents loved me.
Forces. You better believe it. Yes, these are hood staples. They're heavy as hell.
But like now, there's no
They
way
are
you would ever catch
comfortable.
me in a four. And I know they're still classics, but I
Are
don't
you
own. I
tripping?
haven't owned a pair in years.
You tripping? You
Haven't
will.
owned a pair.
You will. What size is it? 5. Yeah. So thing is, and you can never go wrong with it.
One hundred
You
percent.
can't.
They're classics. I understand it. Like I understand the math. The math is mathing. I just can't.
Math been math.
As a pushing
Math
40
been
year
math.
old, I just can't. I don't. I can't.
You say that because they still go with whatever's over there on that second shelf. They still go with some of that. You can still put it on with some of that.
You can't.
That's what I'm saying. So you can't go wrong with it. You know what I mean? Before you put on the ASIC or the Samba or whatever's in style now.
I don't know.
The
I stick
Croc.
to what I like. So I don't know what's in style. If I like it, I buy
What
it.
is that?
Like
What
I
is it?
can't buy a Croc though.
It's
I've
the
never
last.
owned
No,
Croc.
no, 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 no. You a nurse?
No, I work in HR.
Exactly. I know this. This is what I'm saying. So what is the last pair that you bought?
The last pair of sneakers I
That
bought.
yeah.
The I bought some pink. No, actually, I'm lying. I got some Kobe's, and they're not uncomfortable. I do not like them. I actually want to sell them, but I'm going to keep
Kobe.
them because they're Kobe's. I'm going to keep them because they're Kobe's, but they're just not. Instantly regretted them. They're not comfortable.
What Kobe? What Kobe is it?
They're the Kobe GGs. They're not comfortable.
Okay. Yeah, you have to. You got to
I
keep
have
them.
to keep them. Like I'm not getting rid of them. Like they're going to
I
go
just
on one of these shelves when I reorganize.
yes.
Like I have to
Yeah,
keep
they
them,
should.
but they're just not comfortable. And I have what is it? The Nike start with a V. Super comfortable. Romero.
Vomero.
Yes, I have those.
Yeah.
Those are comfortable. Like I was on Hershey Park like
It's
2
why
weeks
they
ago, and I was walking on air. Let me
correct.
tell you, I was walking on air at Hershey Park. Like I just was
Yeah,
like,
you
this
should
is
be.
great. But
Those
I'm
should be
at the
that.
point in my life where it's comfort over everything, right? Like I don't care about like the dunks. Can't do them. It's too close to Air Force Ones. Can't do it. I need comfort, and if it's not comfortable, I'm not interested in it.
I'm gonna tell
Like
you what. I'm gonna
these
tell you
red
what.
bottoms are for show. Like bro,
Yo,
I'm not wearing those. Like those are cute. I've worn them, but like
why?
comfort over everything.
If your foot is like,
Comfort
and then
over everything.
it's like
You live
this.
and you
That
learn. You live and you learn, right?
those are all status, like status symbols. I'm gonna tell you what. I'm gonna tell you what they check on. As people that want to be comfortable, go get you a ASIC gel
Yes.
light 3. There's no tongue on it. It's split. Down the middle is split. Go get a 3. Check out this. Check out. They got colors for days. Goes with everything. You know what I mean? Goes with your sweatpants, your zip up hoodie, all that shit that you wear to be comfortable. Check them out. I'm serious. For
Noted.
everybody listening.
And a good pair
Yeah,
of New Balance when in doubt.
that too.
When
It's
in doubt,
1300 for me.
gotta grab a New
1300.
Balance. But not like the New Balances. Like so they're getting a little crazy with the design. You need to go back to a classic New Balance, like for
That's what
sure.
I'm saying. Not a 574.
Yeah. Mm-mm.
No,
Stick to what you know.
no.
Stick to comfort.
1300.
Comfort over
That's,
everything, man. Like
there you go.
I'm at that stage in
You're
my
smart.
life where I just need comfort over everything. I can't do it.
You should- What's the last one of these you got?
Which one?
Figures. What is the
Uh,
last one?
the belt, the figures.
Figures. Yeah, what's the last one?
The last figure I bought.
Yeah.
Um, I got Dr. Britt Baker. The last
Really?
one, yeah. I actually am a DMD fan. However, let me explain, because that's how your
I
face
have a
drop.
comma.
Nope. Let me explain.
No, please.
I recognize that DMD in the ring is very mid. I recognize that. She's very mid.
This is no.
The
This is
problem
me.
is with the thing about DMD that makes DMD is that she got Adam Cole's cool by proxy. And she
Yes.
is very charismatic in the ring. The girl can talk. And I love a talker. Give me
Give
the
you that.
arrogance, give me the sass, give me all of
I
that.
give you that.
However, in the ring, I recognize that she's very mid. And I also recognize that she got a lot of Adam Cole's coolness by proxy because her association with Adam Cole. I recognize that. But yes, that being said, I actually am a DMD fan. I don't want to talk about her last
Oh,
match. I don't want to talk about it. I just like the charisma. I'm very good. I like a good talker. I can love a good
that's
arrogance.
it.
My best friend in college went to school for dentistry, so I know how hard that is. She went to Howard for a dentist, so like I understand her path of wrestling and being a student because I literally saw Cinco go through it for many years at Howard, which is what brought me here to the DMV to begin with. So like I get it, but I can acknowledge that in the ring she's very mid, at best.
Hold on. Mid means what?
Meh. Eh.
But that's still here.
On
It's
a
like
scale of like 1 to 10, I give Britt Baker a smooth 6.
you give us
What you give her
in ring.
in ring? Just strictly in ring, not the persona, not the flash, not the flair, not the talking. Truly in ring. Would you give her a 4? I think that's valid, right? I think that's fair. Because again, like I recognize that, but again, she got a lot of the rub from Adam Cole.
It's a fact. But she was cool
Cool as shit.
before that.
Mhm.
She was cool before Adam Cole. So I'm gonna say they benefited from each other.
That's valid. We'll see what happens now they aren't together. We'll see how that pans out.
Oh, that's not a thing anymore?
Oh no, that's not a thing. Excuse me. No, that's not a thing.
Really?
For a few months now.
No, he doesn't wrestle anymore.
He's a streamer.
It's not.
He's a streamer.
That's disrespectful. I'm sorry.
And see, it's crazy because like I love Adam Cole. Like the Undisputed Era at NXT was pure perfection. Pure perfection.
Hold on. Where's my? Is this it? Hold on, right here. There it goes, right there. Now I'm out of here,
You
dog.
done?
Cause you
Well, this has
tripping.
been fun,
You
boys and
tri-
girls. Why am I tripping? What's wrong with Adam Cole?
I think that Adam Cole and the Undisputed Era is the definition of mid.
We're gonna have to bring you back for another episode because we need to have a conversation about this.
You,
We don't have enough time.
yo, okay, say less. Say
We're gonna have
less
to come back
because
and
I'm
have this
gonna introduce. What
conversation.
time is it? Yup,
You
I'm
have
gonna
things to do
introduce this
shortly,
in
so
20
we're.
minutes. I'm gonna introduce this in 20 minutes.
Are you okay? I'm
Yup.
listening. I'm listening. Throw
Say
me the
less.
mic. I'm listening.
I will.
I know you
I
will.
will. Don't worry. Yup.
I will be there. We will have to have this discussion. But that's
Say less.
interesting because I actually, again, I don't. It's crazy how AEW fumbles people. It's just,
That's
it's beyond me.
nasty.
It's beyond me how they
It's
fumble people.
nasty.
Like I cannot wait to see how they fumble Ricochet.
I won't put that on my man. I got faith. For some reason I have faith in what they'll do with him, because I only say this because Osprey is one of their guys,
And
and
he's one of
he's
Osprey guys.
yeah. So I got faith.
Oh,
in,
that
in,
match is gonna
in,
bang. The match is
for
gonna
sure.
be crazy.
Sure.
And you know,
Sure.
it's Ricochet can put on a good match with anybody, honestly. I mean, he had a decent showing with freaking Sammy Guevara, and I personally hate Sammy Guevara, and it pains me to admit that. But they actually had a really decent match because they both are on that flippy dippy shit, so it works.
I hate that shit.
And I hate Sammy Guevara for many reasons. And it's not just
No,
because
we
of
all
Sasha
we all
Banks.
hate
It's
Sammy.
just a general
We all hate.
consensus that we hate this man, and that's fine, right?
No, I hate his face. I hate his
I
face.
hate the way he smiles. Like he smells like a toddler. Like he smells like my kid.
Yeah,
He sounds like
hate
Philly,
it.
and he's like, and the way he did Pam. But that's here nor there. That's here nor there. Don't choke. Oh God. Oh
Uncle
God.
Pam.
Don't choke.
Shout out
Please
to
don't
Pam.
downstream.
God bless.
Good times, man. But yeah,
Always.
we'll see how AEW kind of fumbles that, how they fumble it, if they fumble it, how they
I'm
recover
not.
it.
Don't put that. Don't put that on him.
Okay.
Don't put that on him. Please don't. Because I'm one of the few. You know what I mean? I'm one of the few people in my support group who believe in his how he's gonna do where he is.
You
Got faith.
fumble Ricky Starks, I lose faith in you.
That's a whole nother. That's
That's part 2 of our conversation. Don't worry, kids. We'll get into that. We'll
Oh
get
my
into
God!
that.
And that's my guy.
I know.
All right.
That's why I bought him up. Where's the free Ricky Starks shirt, man?
It's somewhere around here. You know, it's these are samples. I got you. Don't worry about it. I'll get you the sample. Don't worry about it. All that
Appreciate
shit.
you.
Anything
Appreciate
Ricky
you.
Starks, that is my guy. And I'll tell you why that's my guy when we cut this, because it's a personal conversation.
I understand.
Yeah.
So I understand you have obligations. So before we get out of here, because we're gonna have to have part 2. Like this has been fun.
Sure. Sure.
Let's do a quick speed round. I'm gonna name some things, and you're gonna pick one of the 2.
Jello.
HBK, Ric Flair.
Neither.
Stone Cold, Booker T.
Booker T.
Sonic or Tails.
Tails is a man, so I gotta go Sonic.
What? We're gonna move on. Sorry. Elbow drop or leg drop.
Hold on, what's the first one?
Elbow drop or leg drop.
Oh, elbow drop. Show.
Jordan 4 or Jordan 1.
4 because it killed the 1.
Facts. Becky or Charlotte.
Charlotte, she for the people.
New Balance or Asics.
Damn. Are you filthy for this?
I know, right?
Asics for sure. I'm old, man. You gotta have good feet when you get old.
Jimmy or Jay.
Jimmy, he's an underdog.
Cleveland Browns or Baltimore Ravens.
I have to call him the nigga. The lake trout from, you know what, Cleveland. Cleveland.
You ain't shit. We had this conversation off camera, and I did it on purpose, and you ain't shit. I love you. You a bro.
People likewise.
And last question: lip gloss or ladders?
Both. Whole squad.
That
Whole
being
squad
said,
is
I
fire.
appreciate your time this evening. We're gonna have to bring you back on for part 2 because we've got into some really good conversations. Again, I had a whole rundown and like I immediately went out the window because but that's how it's supposed to be, right? You'll just kick it with your people, have a quick
You got pissed
conversation,
off.
talk some shit. We did get pissed off, and that's okay.
You did.
Listen,
How was
took me
you?
there. It was. I mean, we both kind of had
Sorry.
strong opinions.
I love it. I love it too.
We have strong opinions. Nothing's wrong with
I love
that.
it too. You got the strong opinion. I know when to cut it. Like, yeah, let me cover this up. Because when they when they ban y'all,
Wait a
just
minute.
to know I'm here.
That
I
being
want them to
said,
know I'm
ladies
here.
and gentlemen, thank you for watching, and I will be back soon.